Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm here with BringItDon, and forgot to show this last episode when we leveled up, but we have level 5 Cleric spells now. This is where I personally think they get really good, like Righteous Smite and Angelic Aspect. Also Vine Trap and Constricting Coils, which I have equipped now, and Bone Shatter here. So Constricting Coils works like no, sorry. Yeah, Constricting Coils works like Hold Person, or Hold Monster, except for it does damage. And this also paralyzes and does damage. So, pretty good stuff. And since I usually need like a Hold Monster spell, it's good to have Constricting Coils on hand. But yeah. Obviously she learned her 2 new spells. For level 4 spells, Confusion and Dimension Door here. And let's go and get out of here. Gotta go back to the Hunting Lodge, turn in our quests, get what's inside that chest there. I should probably rest, because most of my guys are pretty beat up. We should be fine though. So we're just going back to the Hunting Lodge, so we'll head back to the capital. Shouldn't run into anything too dangerous. Also, I found out off camera you can visit your towns that you found. So like in the outskirts I have that, I forgot what it's called. But all your villages you can go and visit, so we're going to do that this episode as well. I had no idea. The huntsman fiddles with a small spyglass. Yeah, I already read that. 2 trophies. I never guessed that you would best us like this. Would you like to announce the end of the hunt, or do you hope to claim yet another trophy? Sound the horn, the hunt is over. As you wish, the huntsman opens the window and sounds the horn. Now the hunt's over, let's see how it turned out. How did our Mavoni guests fare? Honorable guests in Mavone fought one of the monsters, but they couldn't defeat it. Their bodies are on their way home as we speak. With any luck, Mavoni Aldori can afford the resurrections. Let their fate be a lesson to anyone who would underestimate the threat of magical beasts. How did our Patoxian guests fare? Our honorable guests from Patox managed to bag a single squirrel. I hope they at least had a good time. How did the Embeth travelers fare? We defeated one of the beasts, but his grace, noble ruler of these hunting grounds, has accomplished a true feat in gathering more trophies than us. Such skill deserves deep and genuine respect. The huntsman bows deeply toward you. Who won? You, your grace. The huntsman solemnly hands you the chest. 2,500 coins and 12 exquisite pearls. The hunt is officially over. Thank you all for participation. For your participation. Oh. What?
Does it matter?
That was gross. I'm not sure I know what just happened. Like, what? Lander wipes blood from the bottom of his shoe, frowning. Disgusting. Well, at least now we know where these monsters have been coming from. If the public learns of this, there'll be no stopping the panic. I recommend we keep this incident quiet for the time being. I'll conduct an investigation without drawing anyone's attention, and in a month's time I'll inform you of the results. Yes, telling the public would do more harm than good. Let's try to solve the problem discreetly to avoid further trouble. I'll give all the necessary orders once we return to the capital. Well, that was unexpected. That's gross. So all the other monsters we killed were...
Let us not hesitate.
Can I rest here? No. So all the other monsters we killed were also... people that exploded into monsters, I guess. That's... okay. Alright, let's rest. First things first. Alright, and quick save. let's head back towards the kingdom for now, and nothing for us to currently do in the kingdom. Let's go see if we can find our town. You know, actually I have no idea where it's at. I know it might be here or here. Oh, here it is. It just blends in with the map so well. I wish it was a different color or something, I don't know. Or maybe the size of your capital, so it's easier to see. Because it looks like it's just a bushel of trees or something. Alright, let's water method. Okay, well, I was about to be like, what is he casting? Turns out a whole lot of nothing.
Forwards.
Alright, I guess it could be Mephit. I have no idea. I'm gonna call it a method because it makes it sound less intimidating. You method. You watch your mouth. Alright, let us be on our way. Enter Trade Guard. I need to rename these cities. I'll rename the capital like the Stag Lord's Folly. I'll name like this town Olegton, since he was the first traveler or first settler in this area. Or the primary traveler, anyway. It's a quick save before we just pick a fight with our whole village. Just citizens.
Forwards.
It's not very big. Doesn't look like we can go in any buildings either. Well, supposedly you had side quests in these areas according to the internet. It's a very tiny village.
Without a doubt.
There's a building we can go in. And a trader. Hello, trader. Exciting. You know what? Actually, here. There you go. Some trinkets for your hard work. Alright, let's collect taxes. What do we got here? Okay. No taxes to collect. Is there no one here to... Can we really not go into this building? It seems like we should be able to. Okay, well, no one here. Well, something we should do while we're out and about. Well, let's go to the kingdom real quick, because I don't think I ever founded a town in the outskirts. And I should. Because I believe... How much? I have 97. Gotta wait on that. I'll put it close by. Gnarl Keep. Trying to think like Trollfell maybe? Something on those lines. Oh, what? Trollfell. There we go. Let's go visit that village, see if there's anything there. Oh, we can also claim these areas. Let's do that while we're out and about.
I need to catch my breath.
Well, you can wait. How about that?
My strength betrays me.
Oh, we have a kingdom thing. Let's claim this first, then we'll see what's going on at the kingdom. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's Northern Gnarl Marches. I'll have to come down here and claim that. Well, let's see what's going on in the kingdom then. Well, this is my kingdom. Oh, come on. I can annex that little bit of land there. Okay, so I can upgrade the capital. How do I do it? No, I'm sure it's expensive. I probably don't have enough BP for it currently. Maybe it's like a project that I have to do? Oh, rebuild your capital into a lively town. It's time to grow and evolve. I don't have 100 BP. I would love to, though. Troubled Lands. The area of the barony is said to be a breeding ground for bandits, brawlers, and cutthroats. Perhaps when your buyers shed aside these rumors. Yeah, I feel like Tristan would be able to handle that. Alright, let's go visit that other town that I founded. Trollfell. I don't think I can rename my other towns now. That sucks. So I feel like my capital, like Staglord's Folly or something, would be pretty cool. Alright, so it's right here. Right next to Skunk River. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better location. Because now I know I can actually visit them, putting them a little bit closer to the capital, make it easier to, like, see all of my subjects. Because I'm a baron of the people. Alright, let's start this way. There's another trader. You got anything for me, trader? Or is it the same garbage? It's the same trader.
Forwards.
Is it literally the same village? I was told that there would be side quests. I feel like I was bamboozled. Oh, here we go. Shiniha. A young woman catches your eye. She looks like she has come from far away. She approaches with a dancing gait and addresses you, speaking in an unfamiliar drawl. May the perfect human protect you. I'm happy to meet you, O worthy one. My name is Shania, but you may simply call me Tulip. Call me the Tulip, as all the best of my friends do. Ever since the sun rose today, I've had a feeling that I shall take part in a grand encounter, one that shall change our fates forever. And lo, it is so. Praise be the perfect human for this gift he has bestowed upon these eyes that see the future. And so we meet. What next? Oh, you, O worthy one, can help me find my calling. I am beset by doubt. What if, by choosing the path of a master smith, I am making a terrible mistake? After all, I, Shania the Tulip, have seen many wonders, the likes of which your humble realm has never heard of. I wish to recount them, but alas, I cannot write in your language. For this reason, I require a writer, and a worthy one. I have witnessed Master Chakek cover emptiness and tattoos, and a human grew out of them, for these patterns were so intricate and deep that the ink became more important than the flesh. Trust me, for I have woven the tale of these events myself. Perhaps I have been destined to become the muse of a great writer. If, a worthy one, You find a suitable scribe for me. I shall pay you back handsomely with my wisdom and advice. Yeah, who are you? I am a traveler from the impossible kingdoms of Vudra. I was led here by the will of the gods, by my love of amazing adventures, and by the promise of inescapable retribution uttered by my former husband, who has since become a revered sage and a dead man. I never doubted that my path would bring me to a most worthy ruler, one who would help me, and now you stand before me. Go, worthy one, our paths shall cross again, for that is the will of the gods. Okay.
Without a doubt.
So I need to bring Lindsay here? That's what I'm understanding. Or Jubilost. Jubilost is also a rider.
I will guide us.
Now I wonder if this area we can build that shop for that dragon guy. The dwarf that wanted like reparations for what he was owed. Let's go to Kingdom Manager, see if we can build anything here for him. Alright. Yep, Dragon's Armor Shop. Perfect. Adjacent to a tavern or a longhouse. I'm gonna put it here. And I'll put like the longhouse here and like the tavern in the center. Okay. So I wonder if we finish building that, if we can find him in the town. Something tells me no. But alright, let's see what quests we have available, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I just have to go wait it out at the capital. Maybe if I can upgrade one of my advisors. Or I can claim this stuff. Let's why is it making me go all the way across? Just go down here.
I need to catch my breath.
It's like he's gonna make me go all the way around here. I had a path right there.
Search for the spot to rest.
Oh man, I have to go buy some BP. Or I should go buy BP. Or I could wait a week. Let's rest first. And get attacked, I suppose. Alright, I'm not sure. That sucks. I guess I should just go buy BP. But 80 gold for one BP just doesn't seem worthwhile. So if I wait a week, I get enough to claim this area. And at least one other area.
Need to catch my breath.
No strength wasted.
Oops.
Just get exposed.
Alright, so far so easy. Alright, let's get out of here. Next we just get back to the capital and wait a few days. So we have a month until Lander discovers something else about the main quest. We have something in the kingdom to take care of, but let's yeah, I got that page, curse part 2, ancient formula. Oh yeah, we can do this. Alright, so I'm bringing both Jubilost and Lindsay, I think. I think that's what I'll do. For that, because I don't know which one she would prefer. Let's see what's going on in the kingdom, then we'll head back towards the capital, pick up Jubilost and Lindsay, and head back to the that town. I feel like I should check out the other area. One of the most famous Mavoni bards is passing through a region of the barony. Such a chance should not be missed. Well, it's gonna have to be missed. Because I don't have anyone available to take care of it. Alright, let's go back to the capital. I am gonna go back and check out Tuskdale or not Tuskdale, Trade Guard in the outskirts, see if there's anything that I missed there, because I feel like I missed something there. I just don't know what. So I almost missed Shayna. They blend in so well. I do like how, I guess I like how the trader shares an inventory with the rest of the guys. Rest of the towns. It's like if you sell something that you need to one of the traders in another town, it's easy to just, you know, find it again in case you need it. I kind of understand that. Alright, anything new here? House of, Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so we'll be leaving. Oh, they leveled up. Forgot about that. Let's take care of that real quick. Barbarian, what do you get? Danger sense. Okay. Does she have cleave? No, she will have cleave though. Jathaw, who do you unlock this level? Teamwork feat. Cleaving finish. She doesn't have a shield, so that doesn't make sense. I don't know, and I'm not using her anyway, because it's not a big deal. What I give her. There you go. Magical vestments. Alright, Lindsay. The level bard, what do you get? Inspired greatness. I guess point blank shot. Or I could do extend spell. No, let's get a point blank shot. And confusion. Displacement. Yeah, it's better. It's a powerful spell. Alright. And a bomb. Just gonna give you weapon focus, heavy crossbow. Boop. And I guess heroism. Works for me. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so goodbye to Reg and goodbye to Octavia for now. Welcome aboard, guys. Oh, we have two of the greatest riders in all the land. Let's go and talk to this lady. Let's see. Notice you and smiles broadly. Destiny has brought us together once more, O worthy one. This is no mere coincidence. The perfect human is telling us that our paths are deeply intertwined, like snakes coiling around each other in an act of love. Jubilas is a renowned scholar in Arthur. Talk to him. Let us see, then, how learned this man truly is. I hope this esteemed opium inhaler will enthrall me with the depth of his knowledge and the richness of his verse. I greet you, O most worthy opiumist. I have heard much of your wisdom. Now lend me your ears, and I shall tell you a story that... Just a moment. Why on earth did you call me an opiumist? Who came up with that? Isn't every learned man supposed to be an opiumist? Back in Vudra, I met a many noble and illustrious scholars. Each and every one of them inhaled the smoke of opium, so as to lose his mind, that the surrounding world and its lowly impulses would not distract him from his scientific endeavors. I've noticed how empty your eyes are, and... Never have I inhaled anything, nor do I intend to. I find it highly unlikely that a whole cast of intellectuals would willingly expose themselves to such substances in order to lose their minds. It is true as the fact that the fastest black genies can outrun light beams, thus evading the touch of the sun, which is fatal to them. Trust me, for I have seen this with my own eyes. It seems to me you are spinning these wild tales on the go. I very much doubt they have anything to do with your actual travels. I have no interest in such things. Jubilas turns his back in anger. Remain silent. Perhaps I'm not as good as telling stories as I thought. After all, putting the events of the past into words is not quite the same thing as witnessing them. Perhaps I chose wrongly when I decided to become a muse. Until I can answer this question, I shall remain true to the calling I've always pursued, weaponsmithing. If, in your kindness, you could indulge me once more and grant me a workshop in these lands, then I swear to you, I shall make for you a truly miraculous weapons, the likes of which these lands have never seen. For now, let me tell you a story that our conversation reminded me of. Listen to the story. This truthful story was divined for me by a woman who had eyes on the palms of her hands. Once upon a time, the sorcerer Maka Abhikara decided to become immortal. He started living his life with such purpose and determination that his essence would be imprinted on all of his future incarnations. Maka studied the arts and became a great conqueror. He consumed the flesh of his enemies and servants to gain their strength. At a feast, Maka once swallowed a whole tiger, and the beast's rage and hunger burned in his veins. Until consumed by it, he ate himself. Years went by, and a young prince of the name Purasav Vagba destroyed Maka's empire, slaying all of his generals. For Purasav was a reincarnation of Maka, bent on restoring the empire to its true glory. Eventually, Purasav was defeated in battle. His empire died with him, but it was Maka Abhikara who spawned the terrible race of Rakshasa, cunning beasts, half human and half animal. Trust me, for I've met these creatures many times. Maka always dreamed of leaving a mark on the world, and he did, but not in the way he expected. It was not on the battlefield that his name became immortalized, but in the bed, surrounded by concubines. Each may be mistaken in choosing their own path, but even the wisest of all. Perhaps I am destined to be your advisor, O most worthy one, or your lover. Go now, for I need to be alone to think upon my words. Alright, well we can make another weaponsmithing shop. I don't know if it's going to be another one in this area, because we just made one for Dragon in the Southern Gnarl Marches. Let's see. Exotic curiosities. Okay, if I put that here... No. Actually, I'd move this before I finish building it. We'll see. But yeah, I should probably wait a week anyway. So I'll go back to the capital here. There's a way to pass time. I'm not sure if I actually have to go into the throne room to do it or not. I'm gonna go to the throne room anyway, try and waste some time. I think if you go here and click on this, you can pass days. And I also have all these treasures to turn into the storyteller, so let's take care of that as well. Also, I want to see how many. Hold on, let's go over here first. See how many of those ring shards I have, and the Knight's Bracers things that I have. So another piece of this I have. Let's see, a few of those, one of those. Cypress Queen's flute. 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder how many I need. Tawdin Whip. Oh, I have 6 of those. It's probably a 10-piece thing. What happened to the Cypress Queen's goblet that I had? Oh, there it is. Cloak of Heroism. Where did I get this from? Did I put that in here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try it. We'll also grab the ring shards and try that as well. I wish there was an organized button in the stash. Cloak of Heroism. The collar of this cloak is decorated with shiny gems. The fabric produces pleasant rustling sounds with every movement. Alright, well, let's go talk to this guy. Torag's Mark, Triad stuff, the Tawdin things, let's see. Force Knight's Bracers. Alright, yeah, it's probably 10 pieces a piece. Alright, well, so be it. The other things are probably 4 a piece as well. The Tawdin Whip and the other thingy. That's been the trend so far. Okay, well, let's go sell some stuff. Well, no, let's waste time first. Also, see how long I've been recording. Not a lot's getting done this episode, it feels like. Just been kind of fumbling about. Yeah, skip a day. There we go. I can't see because of the achievement. +5 Divine. Okay. Alright, we can talk to Harem. New settlers. Can't do anything with that right now. Or that. Let's see, any projects that Harem can take care of? Not so far. He's busy with monster sightings. Treasure is busy. There we go. He look into Candlemere. Costs 100 BP though. Son of a gun. Alright, well, let's talk to him real quick. See what he has to say. Harry mumbles to himself, pulling on his beard. Finally, he notices you. Donal, allow me to speak to those who cannot protect themselves in their faith. The priests of Aristul, and the priests of the other gods. They've all turned against the ancient faiths that once flourished in the Stolen Lands, now long since passed into eternity. The final traces are the ancient shrines and idols, which lay hid among the swamps and woods, symbols of transience and decay. They wish to demolish these idols. They seek to destroy with fire and chisel, all that would remind them that all things must come to an end. Harry strokes his beard broodingly. Whoever it was that wants to worship. Oh no, sorry. Whoever it was that wants to worship. Alright. Whoever it was that once worshipped these idols, their faith deserves our respect. It is your decision, but I would not destroy these ritual places just because the god they are devoted to isn't well known. I myself serve such a god, often decried by ignorant tongues. Yeah, leave the idols where they stand. Someone worships them, and we've no right to interfere. Harem nods gravely. That's the right decision, Donal. +1 community, +2 loyalty. Easy peasy, guys. I'm not gonna mess with someone's religion just because it's not very popular. +1 divine. Awesome. Support the high priest. Hey, here we go. Let's do this. Skip ahead 2 weeks. Alright, divine rank 2. And he finished monster sightings. And he finished this. +3 community. Hot dog. Loyalty and community. Agreement has been signed. +2 BP per week. Alright. Monster invasion. Monsters erupting from the bodies of fallen citizens. You subject near their baron in the capital. Alright, I'll deal with that in a second. Visitor in the castle. People have begun to disappear from the area. Today, one of the missing was found in the forest. She escaped from a gang of half-orc slavers from the hold of Belkzen. The Revan camp must be tracked down and wiped out. Yeah, go for it, man. Interesting article waits in the castle. Okay. Let's look at the projects first. I might end up taking the events first, but yeah, let's do. Oh, that's right. I don't have enough BP. Almost. If I wait another week, we could do it. Oh, I could also level up the region. Let's take care of what's going on in the capital first, and then we'll take care of the regent's claim to fame. Is that Jode? Jode looks to be puzzled and amused at the same time. Your Grace, I've brought you an extremely unusual message. It's, how should I put it, an essay on your barony, written by Jubilas Northropple and published only recently. I thought you might like to see it yourself. Jode hands you a magazine. Okay. If we don't do something about this epidemic, and soon, you'll have only hydras and wyverns to rule over. The more folks get eaten, the more other folks panic, and the more they're tempted to flee to our neighbors. We do have good news, too. I managed to gather some information that, I hope, will help you eliminate the threat before it's too late. Shortly after the epidemic started, goblins began appearing everywhere. The locals report that these goblins have been celebrating and shouting something about the Day of Glory from Lamashtu, when all humans would be eaten by monsters and only goblins would remain. Sounds disturbing, does it not? Lamashtu, what do we know about her? She's called the Mother of Monsters. Isn't that's also, Charybdis? No, there's another actual Mother of Monsters, I thought. Anyway, her symbol is the three-eyed Jackalhead. She's an ancient, extremely evil goddess who spreads nightmares, insanity, and, perhaps most of interest to us, monsters. Her worshippers are mostly of the more monstrous races like goblins, lamias, and gnolls. That said, there's no short supply of secret followers and cults among more civilized peoples too, including the people of the River Kingdoms. So the goblins are behind the disaster then. Behind it? Doubtful. Benefiting from... Really? Benefiting from it? Quite likely. I'd surmise that the true cause of this disaster is either human cultists of Lamashtu or, even worse, some supernatural creature related to her. In any case, the goblins likely know enough to provide some clue. So we need to find a goblin leader and press them for information. Any idea where to begin the search? Yes, you were wise to prevent widespread panic by keeping the epidemic secret. Due to that, my agents caught several goblins and learned the location of their village. I'll mark it on your map. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Be sure to make those goblins talk. Talk, though. You may risk both your crown and your head. Fair enough. Joe's eyes are bloodshot and his posture is slack. The wrinkles on his face have deepened and his sparse hair has gone gray. It's a disaster, Your Grace. We have an epidemic developing in the country. The afflicted first get a fever, then a bloody cough, then several hours later, the cleric shakes his head and grimaces. And that's just half the trouble. Afterward, the bodies of the afflicted become like some kind of cocoon, and monsters hatch out of them. People keep dying, and we haven't the slightest clue what's causing it or how to deal with it. Tristan and I established a field hospital in the building of the former prison. Don't look at me like that. There were no better places to choose from. Frankly, we were lucky to find this one. To cut a long story short, we have a female patient who's volunteering for vivisection. It means cutting into her living body to look for the source of this disease. Jode frowns. After the surgery, Eris will forgive us. We'll be lucky if we can close her up and get her and let her go alive and well. However, we don't want to do it without your presence, Your Grace, so please try to find some time to attend. There's one more thing. Jode hands you a battered letter. Keston, that dunce, sent a message. He rambles from place to place. These letters are all we ever receive. We'll just read it. I guess it's urgent. Vivisection. What exactly are you going to do? What? We're going to find the source of the disease, that's what. Once the monster emerges, the body of the afflicted is torn to pieces, making it impossible to learn anything from the remains. But we found one brave woman who gave us permission to cut her open. The straits are dire, we don't know exactly what we're looking for, and the vivisection is extremely dangerous for the patient. We're left with no other choice. What do we know about this disease? Not much, just primary symptoms actually. We're not sure if it's a disease, a curse, or some magic parasite. Perhaps with your help we'll manage to learn more. Any progress curing the disease? How should I put it? We've got none. We haven't been able to save a single patient yet. We're like blind kittens bumping against a wall, and we have nothing to show for it. Okay, I guess we're going to take care of this first. This is our hospital. Joe shows you around the bleak, comfortless building with its barred cells. The prison is certainly not the best location, nor the healthiest, but it's better than nothing. Hope the city will get a proper clinic in time. Why the prison? Was there no place more suitable? If only the city had a clinic. Even if it did, the prison would still be the best choice. Don't forget, at any moment one of the patients could... Well, you understand, right? It's safer for everyone if we keep them locked up. Where are the prison inmates? There were not but a few pickpockets locked away here. We put them to work cleaning the place up and set them free. There's one still here, though. He wasn't some petty thief, but a seasoned highwayman. What have you already tried? Standard spells to heal disease, remove poison, and lift curses. All ineffective. Attempting to dispel the magic is also fruitless. I fear we may be dealing with a curse of strength enough to surpass our own faith. It isn't a matter of faith. I don't think it's a disease, let alone some powerful curse. I suspect it's some sort of parasite hiding itself within the body. Nonsense. We've detected magic suffusing each patient's body, evenly distributed. If it was some sort of parasite, it would be a simple matter to detect. And it's able to disguise itself. Maybe it's poisoning their blood with its magic. By the sun, we return to this argument over and over. It's been days, let's stop talking and try doing something already. Who's our patient? Her name is Madla Stasek, a peasant woman from a nearby village. We hadn't seen any prior cases of the disease there. I pray for that brave woman. She's the first one to mount the courage necessary to volunteer for the surgery. We cannot let her down. Well, she's the first one in that area. Maybe she just has a cold. Like, she's not actually infected. Where will the surgery take place? Well, that room was previously a torture chamber. There was already a suitable table. Good. I have no need for a torture chamber anyway. I thought as much. Alright, give me a few moments to look around. If you must, but please don't take too long. Alright, so we're going to participate in the surgery.
Forwards.
I have my weapon equipped as well, so I feel like there's going to be a fight here. Noticing you, the patient, a ruddy-faced, middle-aged peasant woman, blinks her eyes. Imagine that. His Grace himself paying me a visit. Good health to you. I'm Madla Stasik from Sedgedale. So you think these priests of yours can really heal me? If they asked us help, they could. I bet. Just look how brainy they seem, the two of them. How are you feeling? I got a fever. Cough too, and I can't eat. I feel like puking all the time. I've been through worse, though. Born 6 kids and survived. But still, this scares me breathless. Each thing on my body gets me to shaking, and I think to myself, that's it. It started. Now I'll be ripped to shreds. Now tell me about yourself. Nothing to tell, really. We're simple people with simple lives. Spent all mine in Sedgedale. It's by Gudrun River past Silverstep Lake. Raised my children there, too. Then grandchildren. Never seen monsters worse than goblins, then. But now, owlbears and hydras everywhere. I prayed to the gods to spare our village, but no. The blight fell right upon my own head. Now why did you volunteer for the surgery? I'm scared like a hare, truth be told. But this is no mere cold. Can't just hope it'll pass on its own. At least this way I got some hope, right? And then, well, the doctors will figure it out. What to do about the plague? I'm no hero, not me. But sometimes you gotta think about others, too. If they end up butchering me, at least maybe they can figure out how to save someone else. If I gotta die, let it be for a good cause, right? Now get ready, we're about to begin. As long as you're nearby, I got nothing to be scared of. Except for, I'm only really good with a hammer, which I don't think is appropriate for a biopsy. Ooh. Oh, is that as well? Okay.
Our time has come.
I guess we'll get this underway. Alright, let's begin the surgery. Jode breathes in deeply and exhales slowly. Aristal be with us. Serenray help us. Glancing nervously at the various medical instruments, the brave present woman got up on the operating table. Just don't butcher me is all I ask, she muttered in a trembling voice. Meanwhile, the foremost medical experts in the room still couldn't agree on what exactly it was they were trying to do. Stop arguing with me. Coughing up blood is a sure sign the problem is in the lungs. We look there, Jode insists. No, it's the nausea we should be focusing on. We need to examine the stomach, Tristian objected. The clerics turned to the Baron in desperation, asking him to resolve their dispute. After careful consideration, he decided to... Well, they are coughing up blood, but it could be something in the stomach, like pushing up on the lungs, causing the bleed, I guess? I don't know. Let's side with Tristian and search for the source of the disease in the patient's stomach. Without wasting further time arguing, Jode said a short prayer to Aristal and took the scalpel Tristian offered him. Candlelight reflected off the surgical instruments and potion bottles. As Jode's scalpel made the first incision in the woman's skin, I could hear her inhale loudly through clenched teeth. I confess, I lacked the courage to watch the surgery. Even after I turned away, I couldn't help but tremble from hearing the poor woman's screams. The air filled with the acrid scent of medical potions, while Tristian mumbled prayers to ease the patient's pain, simultaneously scanning her body with magical sight. All I could do was whisper my own prayers, but the Baron, he didn't lose his courage. He... took the patient's hand and whispered something in her ear, distracting her from the pain. I couldn't hear exactly what he said, but it worked. Charmed by his words, the peasant woman managed to stay still and let the cleric perform the surgery. The poor woman's screams and crying were unbearable. I couldn't begin to imagine what she was going through. I'm such a fool, Jode finally exclaimed. You were right. I'm glad we listened to you. Tristian used a healing spell to close the wound in the woman's stomach, and Jode showed everyone the strange item he'd extracted. It looked like some kind of seed, a glowing, pulsing, thumb-sized seed. Before anyone could say anything, it flashed in Jode's fingers. He dropped it on the floor just in time. On the spot where the seed landed, a portal opened. A roaring monster jumped out of it. Oh, we have guards here. We have Jode as well. Stupid owlbears. Jode wipes the sweat from his brow, not even noticing the blood still on his hands. Aristal and Serenray be praised. They were truly on our side this day. It's a miracle. Tristian hands Jode a clean towel. Jode pulls himself together and wipes his hands and face. So what have we learned? We've learned I was a pompous fool, and Tristian was right all along. It's not a disease, but a parasite. Something of vegetative origin. It resembles a seed. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have wagged my tongue less and listened to you more. Please, don't mention it. It was a lucky guess, not worthy of your praise. Are you able to cure others of the disease now? Yes, yes, now that we know what to do, we can extract the seeds with much less risk to the patients, and with much less suffering. And what will you do next? There's so many patients here. We'll start work on them immediately, and you, Your Grace, may want to search for the source of this disease. We still know neither where the seeds come from, nor how they get into people's bodies. New patients arrive daily, and how many never even find their way to the hospital, or to a hospital? Our efforts here are not enough by themselves. We need to find the root of this problem. Get it? Because they're seeds? Seeds sprout roots? Anyway. Alright, yeah, please find the source of those wretched seeds. Okay. Let's loot the owlbear first. You anything smart to say? Madla Stasic? Phew, barely survived it. Nope, nothing to say. Alright. Let's get out of here. I think I'm going to call the episode here. In the next episode we'll deal with more kingdom stuff before we continue questing. Let me make sure there's no timed events. But we have a lot of days to deal with the cursed hilltop. Oh, okay. Never mind, we'll deal with this. Tristan's face glows with happiness. We made it. The second curse attack was repelled, and the grateful citizens of the barony have a special reward for you. Oh, hot dog. Tristan looks at you thoughtfully and sighs. Unfortunately, I must bring you bad news again. The Bald Hilltops lay silent for the moment, but another attack is certain to come soon. I don't have anything useful to add. The locals are either oblivious to the curse's origins, or they are too scared to talk. I'd be better off reading ancient books on curses. Do we still know nothing about this curse? Well, nothing that can help us contain it. Once every few months, it drives nearby animals, monsters, and other beasts insane, sending them into a bloodthirsty rampage. I don't know what action we can take on this. The only way I can help is by roughly predicting when the next attack will begin. Forgive me, Donal. Don't be so hard on yourself, Tristan. Even knowing when to get ready is an important thing to know. I don't know how we'd handle these attacks if they happen without warning. Looks like we don't have a choice then. We'll wait and prepare for the next attack. Tristan just nods, looking down gloomily. Alright, we'll call the episode here. In the next one, we'll deal with the rest of the stuff, because we have a lot of stuff we have to manage in the kingdom. But we'll save it for the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you there.